Okay, guys, so when we're adding and subtracting, we want to make sure we have a common denominator. We're still stating our excluded values. 24, I can tell there's just x's, so my excluded value is 0. Then to make it a common denominator, I need to do something to make 3x and 2x equal the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this side by 2 and this side by 3. If we multiply the bottom, we have to multiply the top also. Okay? That makes it multiplying by 1. So we have 12, 2 times 6, 12 over 6x plus 3 over 6x. And then just add them together. Add the top, keep the bottom the same. 15 over 6x. Now you could simplify this more. That's not what I'm looking for. If you wanted to simplify it more, you could divide them both by 3 and get 5 over 3x. I'm looking that you know what you're doing. Number 25. 4 over x squared minus 1 minus x over x minus 1. Now when we're looking at this right here, we got x squared minus 1. That's something we can factor. Let's go over here. I'm actually going to do it over here because I'm done with that problem. C is negative 1, B is 0. 1 times negative 1 gives me negative 1 and adds to 0. I'm hoping that you guys are starting to see that that's a difference of squares, but if not, you can always do that. Now, this side has x plus 1 and x minus 1. This one only has x minus 1. I'm going to give this side x plus 1. If I give the bottom, I have to also give the top. Now something to remember, when we subtract, we're adding a negative. Okay, excluded values, I'm looking x plus 1, x minus 1, 1 and negative 1, the opposites of those. So I have 4 over x plus 1, x minus 1, plus negative x squared minus x over x plus 1, x minus 1. Combine like terms on the top, I get negative x squared minus x plus 4 over x plus 1, x minus 1. Sure, we could simplify the top more. That's not what I'm looking for. I just want to know that you can add and subtract. Okay, 26. Excluded value, we're just dividing by x, so I can just put 0. The 3 doesn't mean anything. We want the common denominator. Since these are nothing, they can't make them each other. X over here, 3 over 3 on this side. 3 times 2, we get 6 over 3x plus x over 3x. When we add them together, we just get 6 plus x over 3x. If you want to write x plus 6, that's fine. Okay, 27. Put that in its little hugs. Remember, when we subtract, we're adding a negative. We're going to multiply these by each other because they don't have anything in common. Before I move on my excluded value, the only one it could be is negative 3. Multiply this side by 5, this by x plus 3. So 10, 5x plus 15, plus negative 3x minus 9, 5x plus 15. The denominator stays the same when we add. We get negative 3x plus 1. Okay, 28. Okay, 28, we had one really similar to this in our homework. We're subtracting, so we add a negative. Now, when we're looking at the bottom, the left side has x plus 2 and x plus 3. The right only has x plus 3. We can go ahead and write our excluded values, negative 2 and negative 3. Now, the left side has something the right side doesn't, x plus 2. When I give this side x plus 2, I also have to do that on the top. So I have 3 over x plus 2, x plus 3, plus negative 2x minus 4 over x plus 3, x plus 2. Remember, it doesn't matter which order you write those in. Now combine like terms. Negative 2x, 3 minus 4 is negative 1 over x plus 2, x plus 3. Okay, 29, I went ahead and gave you another one like this because we need to know how to do it. We need to understand it. So I have x squared and x squared plus x. Let's change this to plus minus 4. This is really x times x, and and this is really x times x plus 1. You either need to remember that that's true or make sure you know why, one or the other. Our excluded values, it can't be 0 or negative 1 because there's an x and then the opposite of that. The right side only has one x, but it wants 2, so I'm going to give this side an x and an x. The left side needs x plus 1. Now, I know a lot of you had tried to factor here before. We don't want to do that. We want to multiply. So we decided the bottom was going to be x squared times x plus 1. So that's what we'll write. And then x times x squared is x cubed plus 2x squared plus 2x plus 1 times each of those. So plus x squared plus 2x plus 2 over that plus negative 4x over x squared times x plus 1. Combine like terms, so I have x cubed, 2x squared plus x squared, so plus 3x squared, 2x plus 2x minus 4x, so 0x, we don't write it, plus 2 over x squared times x plus 1.